I'm doing the oil change on the 2021 Honda Rebel 500. This is what you will need. I have a 12mm crush washer. I have the oil filter. It's a Honda factory oil filter. And there's a part number if you need to reference that. Most people run Honda oil also, but I've always ran Castrol. This is especially for motorcycles. It's safe for wet clutches. And that's just what I ran in every motorcycle I ever owned. I'd like to have a rag, a 12mm socket for the oil plug, an oil filter wrench, aluminum foil. That's to protect your exhaust pipe so you don't get oil on it and have the oil smell and smoke after you start it up. Something to drain your oil into, and a few paper towels. There you can see I just wrapped aluminum foil around the exhaust underneath the oil filter just to keep it from dripping on there once I take the oil filter off. Right there you can see the oil plug. It's a 12mm socket or wrench. It's easier to get a socket onto it, so I'm going to loosen it up and then get the drain pan under it. It's righty tighty, lefty loosey, so make sure you're loosening it. Okay, now I'll add the glue to make sure that my pan is under it. And I'll just take it off. Just back it out. Make sure you have your pan a little bit back so when the oil starts coming out, if you don't have a mask, you can catch it. There it comes. The crush washer is still in the pan, so after the oil slows it down a little bit, I'll get the old crush washer off. The Honda Rebel uses the aluminum crush washer, which I don't think it really matters, but that's just what I replaced it with, is aluminum. While that's draining, just clean while that's draining, I just clean my plug up a little bit. Then I'll take my 12mm aluminum crush washer. There's a number from Iron Pony. There is a right way to install this washer. If you look closely, there's a flat side and then there's a beveled side, almost rounded. The flat side goes up against your oil pan, so the rounded or beveled side will go up against your bolt head. While that's still draining, I'll go ahead and open my oil filter. And that's what it looks like. Honda genuine parts. I also put my bike up on a little 2x3 just to make it level. That's important when you're adding oil to your bike. so you get a right reading. Now I'm just going to take my oil filter pliers and I'm going to put it on my oil filter. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so I'll go up with it. Just a few turns with the wrench and then you should be able to loosen it the rest of the way with your hand. The oil hits the foil and runs down into the drain pan, and that way you don't have a big old mess. Another thing I do often, usually every time I change the oil, is come around to this side of the bike. Right here is your fuel plug. Just take that off. You can loosen it up, or I'll just set it aside just so I don't lose it. And that will help for the oil to drain a lot faster. Now as the oil slows down draining, I like to come back in here and just make sure that I clean the mating surface or the rubber gasket from when the oil filter mates up to the block, and just make sure it's nice and clean. One thing that's pretty important whenever it comes to your new oil filter is you want to dip the end of your finger or a piece of towel or rag or something and put a light coating of oil around the rubber gasket. That will help avoid over tightening it or something happening to the rubber gasket. After you get that covered in oil, and bring it back over, and then make sure you're getting it threaded on there right. Should go on super easy. And then once it gets tight, gets hand tight like that, then you want to just come in and turn it about another quarter turn or so. You don't ever want to use any tools to tighten that filter up. The next thing you want to do, what I do after I get this old crush washer off, it just fell in the oil, I like to take slide your oil pan out. It's drained enough. I like to clean the surface a little bit. Then you just take your oil plug, make sure you got your washer on right, and just screw it back on. Make sure you don't cross thread this. Very important. Once you got it hand tightened, just wipe it down a little bit just to clean up any mess that you made. Then you want to take your 12mm ratchet, and it's righty tighty, lefty loosey, so we're going right. Once you get it on there, you tighten it up to 22 foot-pounds of torque. Our next step is to add the 2.9 quarts of oil. Don't pour too quickly so you don't make a mess. And there's 1 quart. Second quart of oil is going in now. I got this light on. is, as you can tell, right there is the sight glass. There's a low mark and a high mark. You want it somewhere in between the high and low. After you add the 2.9 quarts with a oil filter. If you're not changing the oil filter, I think it's 2.7, but with a filter change it's 2.9. As you can see, the sight glass, the low and high mark, mine is right at the high mark after the 2.9 quarts of oil. After you're happy with your oil level, once it's between the high and low mark, make sure you put your oil cap back on. Be careful with it, you don't mess the threads up because it's just plastic. And whenever you're checking your oil and adding your oil to get an accurate reading, you want to make sure your bike is straight up, not on the kickstand. If it's on the kickstand, it will be inaccurate, or it may not even show oil in the sight glass. After you get your oil filled, your oil change done, you just want to go back through. I do this before I start the bike. I make sure there's nothing leaking around the filter, nothing leaking around the pan, the oil pan bolt. Make sure everything's dry there. Make sure you got your oil cap back on. After you make sure there's no leaks at the oil filter, the oil pan bolt, and you got your cap back on and your oil is in between them two marks, then we will start it up. Make sure it's in neutral. And we'll let it run for a few minutes, and we will make sure that there's no leaks at the oil filter or the oil pan bolt, the drain plug. No leaking at the bolt, the oil plug. No leaking at the drain plug. Here in a bit, I'll take a short ride and I'll make sure I don't have no leaks, and if there's nothing leaking, then we're good to go until the next time.